today's topic is perimeter. So, students, what do you mean by perimeter? What is perimeter? Perimeter of any closed figure. It can be rectangle, it can be square, any closed figure. What do you mean by perimeter? Can anyone answer? Ma'am, perimeter of rectangle equals 2 into length plus breadth. Yeah, perimeter of square is 4 into side. Very nice, students. You have answered it very nicely and correctly that the formula for perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into length plus breadth and perimeter of square is 4 into side. But did you understood what was my question? My question was what do you mean by perimeter? The answer that you have given me is the formula. Formula for perimeter of rectangle and formula for perimeter of square. But what does exactly the word perimeter means? What does this word perimeter mean? To make it easier, we'll take an example. Are you all ready to understand what is perimeter with a help of example? Yes. So let's go ahead. So students, you can see that I have a rectangular greeting card. Okay. Imagine that you have to make a greeting card for your friend. Maybe it's a birthday, maybe it's a Christmas party, anything. So this rectangular card which I have, it is having a length as 12 centimeter and breadth as 5 centimeter. Okay. So with this rectangular card, can you see a ribbon, golden ribbon in my hand? Yes. So since everyone likes to decorate their cards in a different way, I want to decorate this card with the ribbon. Like I have to decorate the borders with this ribbon. Okay. So now tell me that how much ribbon will I need? What length of ribbon I need to decorate this rectangular greeting card? Okay, I'll repeat my question once again. My question is that we have a greeting card, rectangular shape greeting card, and the borders of this card we have to decorate with the golden ribbon that you can see. So now, since I need to buy this ribbon, I should know the length of this ribbon, right? So how much length of this ribbon will we need? If we have to decorate the rectangle with length 12 centimeter and breadth 5 centimeters. Okay, can anyone answer this? Ma'am, since the length is 12 and breadth is 5, if we add all the sides like 12 plus 5 plus 5, we get it as 34 centimeters. So I think we will need 34 centimeters of ribbon. Well done. That's a great and a correct answer. Wonderful. So students, what have we seen just now? To calculate the total length of the ribbon, what did we do? We have added all the sides of the rectangle, right? 12 and 12 over here are the lengths. We have two sides equal, opposite sides equal of a rectangle, right? And then breadth plus breadth, that is 5 plus 5. So when we add all the total, all the sides, all the four sides of a rectangle, we got it as 34 centimeter. So we conclude that we need 34 centimeters of a ribbon, right? So this calculation that we did, find the length of a ribbon, that is what you mean by perimeter. Okay, to find the length of a ribbon, what did we do? We added the length 12 plus 12 and 5 plus 5. That is, we added all the four sides of a rectangle, right? So when you add all the four sides of a rectangle, or it can be any other figure, adding all the sides of a given closed figure. That is what we call as perimeter. Perimeter means sum of the lengths of all sides of a closed figure. Clear everyone? What is perimeter? Perimeter means sum of the lengths of all sides of a closed figure. So in rectangle we will add the lengths and breadths. If it is a square, we will add the sides. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see the general formula, how we get the formula for rectangle and square, perimeter of rectangle and perimeter of square. Okay, are you all ready? Let's go. Okay, so here you can see a rectangle. Now, in the previous example of a greeting card which I gave you, I had mentioned the length and the breadth, right? The length was 12 and breadth was 5. Now, what if I give you a random paper and you don't know the length and breadth? Okay, and we need to write a general formula, a general statement for the perimeter. What is the general formula for a perimeter of rectangle? Okay, now in the starting of the lecture only I have already given me the answer. But now using this logic that perimeter means adding all the four sides of a rectangle. Okay, we are going to use this logic and derive the formula on our own. Okay, not just by hearting the formula, but we'll actually apply this logic and check if we are getting the same formula. Okay, are you all ready? So now tell me that this rectangle, we don't know the length and breadth. Okay, so let's assume that length we will denote it by L. Okay, we have learned algebraic expressions, right? So we will denote it by a variable L and the breadth as B. Okay, so perimeter means what? Adding all four sides. So can anyone tell me what will be the first statement? Yes, correct. It's going to be L plus B plus B because perimeter means what? Adding all four sides of a given closed figure. This is a four-side figure rectangle. It can be more than four sides. Like it can be pentagon, it can be hexagon. Okay. Yes. So now let's focus on the rectangle and continue further. Yes. What can be the next step? Can anyone think and give me the answer? What can we do over here? We have L plus L, B plus B. In the previous one, when we had 12 plus 12 plus 15 plus 5 plus 5, what did we do? We added like 12 plus 12, 5 plus 5, and we got the total. Right? Now here we have variables. So what can we do next? Ma'am, we can add the like terms. Like L plus L will give us 2L and B plus B will give me 2B. Very good. That is the correct answer. Still, can you simplify this? Can we simplify this more? Like by taking 2 common? Yeah, can we do that? Just think and tell me, can you do a more simplification on this? Yeah, if we take 2 common, then it will be 2 in bracket L plus B. Ma'am, this is the formula that we have seen in the starting of the class. Yes, that's what I told you. We already knew the formula for perimeter of rectangle, but here today what we have seen, we have seen the logic. What is actually meaning of a perimeter? We applied that first with the numbers. Okay, and then from that numbers we have come to a general form, and that's what is your formula. Okay, so this is for rectangle. Now, can anyone try for square? What is the formula of square, perimeter of square? You already know. But let's derive and check it if we get the same part. So now for square, what can we assume? Like for rectangle, we have assumed it as length and breadth, L and B. But for square, we know the property of square, right? What is the property? Yes, the sides of the squares are equal. So here we'll have only one variable. that is s. We can take it as any variable. Here we are assuming it as s. The side of the square is s. And since we have four sides, s will get added four times. Wonderful. So what can be the next simplification over here? What should we do next? We will add the s as all s are like terms and we'll get 4s. Very nice. Perfect answer. Excellent. So here we have derived the formula for both rectangle and square. So now since everyone knows and the logic behind perimeter is clear, right? That perimeter means adding the total sides of a given closed figure. Now let's see where can we apply this perimeter. And we'll apply it in some sums. Okay, we have to solve some problems from your exercise. Are you all ready? Okay, let's revise the formula once again. We'll note down the formula perimeter of rectangle and perimeter of square. Perimeter of rectangle is 2 times length plus breadth. Perimeter of square is 4 into side. Now let's go ahead with the sum. Okay, so I'll read out the sum for you. The perimeter of a rectangle is 64 centimeters. If the length is 17 centimeter, what is the breadth? Okay, so whenever you start with a sum, you should always write it in a particular format. Like you should write what is given. Okay, from the sum, you will write what is given. So can anyone tell me what is the given data in this? You can read the sum once again. The perimeter of a rectangle is 64 centimeter. The length is 17 centimeter. What is the breadth? Ma'am, here we have perimeter of rectangle is 64 centimeter. Yes. So first step will be writing the given data. We'll write plus given and then we'll write perimeter of rectangle equals 64 centimeter. Okay. Now the step 2 is to identify what you need to find. Okay. Now you know what is given. Given is perimeter of 64 centimeter. Now if needed you can read the question once again. In that it was written that you need to find the breadth. Is this the only thing that is given first thing? Check. Anything else is there? Oh, ma'am, length is also given. That is for 17 centimeter. Very good. We have perimeter and length. Two data are given and one data is missing. So first we write the given data completely and then move to the next part, that is to identify what we need to find. So in the sum, length is given, perimeter is given, but you need to find the breadth. Okay, so we'll write it as to find the breadth of a rectangle. Okay, and third and the final step is your solution. So solution will always start with the formula. So now tell me what is the formula for rectangle, perimeter of rectangle. Yes, so we'll note down the formula. P equals to L plus B. Next, you will substitute the given values. You know what is perimeter, you know what is length. So just write the values. In place of P, that is perimeter, you will write it as 64. In place of L, you will write 17. And now just simplify the equation. Now over here, 2 is on 2 is on your right hand side of your equal to. So when you take it to LHS, what will happen? 2 is multiplication. So multiplication changes to, yes, division. So you can see it is written as 64 divided by 2. Perfect. What will be the next step? We'll divide and write the answer. Now 17 is added. So when you change this 17 from RHS to LHS, it will be subtracted. Very nice. So 32 minus 17 will give you 15. Yes. So what you got is your breadth. So breadth of a rectangle is 15 centimeter. Very nice. So now let's recall whatever we have done in this today's class. So today's class we started with the first question, what is perimeter? Okay, so now everyone knows what is a perimeter, right? So can anyone answer to my question, what is a perimeter? Ma'am, the sum of the lengths of all sides of a closed figure is the perimeter of that figure. Very good. This time I got the perfect answer. Now, second question. Perimeter of rectangle and square. Now you're going to tell me the formula. Anyone else? Yes. Perimeter of rectangle is 2 length plus b and perimeter of square is 4 into side. Wonderful. Very nice. So now since everyone knows what is perimeter, you are knowing the formulas. We have already done one sum. So now let's try one sum. Now the sum you will try on your own. Okay, I'll just give you the question and then you are going to solve it on your own. Yes. So the question is the perimeter of square is 100 centimeter. Then find the side of square. I repeat, the question is on the board. You can note the question and you are going to solve it in the same manner as we did the previous sum. You'll write the given, you'll write the to find and then solution. Okay, the perimeter of square is 100 and you need to find the side of the square. So the perimeter of square is 100 centimeter. That will be your given. Yes, correct. Then to find the side of a square, solution we will start with the formula P equals 4 into side. Then 100 equals 4 into side. So 4 will get divided, 100 will get divided by 4. That will give you 25. So side of the square is 25. Perfect. So I hope the topic what is perimeter, how to apply the formula of perimeter and sums and solve the sums is clear to everyone. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for watching.